What up? It's your boy Sean Garrett, aka The Pen. I'm hanging out with my baby, the drama queen, Drama TV. You hear me?
Up in that 458, she get so many other bitches on my dick. She get believe my ambiance, she love the way I speak. She told me
officially here, the pen, the man, the mastermind behind a lot of the hits that you hear on the radio and everywhere else, because he's international with it, right?
Yeah, we gotta keep it international.
Of course, get the international money as well, right? So we're talking primarily about Get It All featuring Nicki Minaj, and we know you worked with her in the past on Massive Attack. First off, how is it working with her?
I would probably say that Nicki Minaj is probably the most innovative, smart artist of our time. You know what I mean? She's branding herself in a way that, you know, you're supposed to do it. You know what I mean? Like you can't really say her name without envisioning how she looks. You know what I mean? And so I think she's definitely the blueprint of today's marketing strategy in reference to marketing yourself as a product, as a brand, as an artist.
Okay. Now we're also talking a little bit about what you have coming up, which is the Inkwell, which is the mixtape, right? And you definitely have you brought in a lot of heavy hitters into this mixtape. Talk a little bit about it. I mean, the name itself says a lot. We know there's going to be crazy writings, ink, dipping that pen in the ink and starting to go crazy with it. But talk a little bit about who you put in the mix of that mixtape and what people should be expecting. And now, what is the expected date, so we know?
August 24th.
August 24th. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the Inkwell is definitely a combination of just great records. You know what I mean? Just it's the album before the album. You know what I mean? It's definitely street. I'm definitely just having a lot of fun on there. You know what I mean? I got a lot of great friends that came on. My man Lil Wayne, Drake. The record with me and Drake is crazy. It's the next single. It's gonna be a explosive
and
record.
What is it called?
It's called Feel Love.
Okay.
I mean, some of you may have heard it already. If not, you know, it'll definitely be on the radio in a second. Right now, we're pushing the first single. It's called She Geek. It's Sean Garrett, Tiger Gucci, man. You know, it's just stupid. If you ain't seen the video, it just came out yesterday. It was on 106 in Park. Shout out to my man Tiger. Shout out to BET. You know what I'm saying? That was just stupid. You know? But the album is amazing. We got so many people on there. Like I said, we got my man Drake. We got Lil Wayne. We got Nicki Minaj. We got Yo Gotti, Bun B. We got Gucci Man, Tiger, my man Soulja Boy. We got Fabolous.
You enlisted a lot of heroes.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know what I mean?
Right. What's the album gonna call?
The album's gonna be called Courtesy Up.
Courtesy Up. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just doing it across the board.
Yeah.
Of course. Now, being a prolific writer, being somebody who is definitely in the midst of a lot of the hits and doing the things that you've done over the years, is there any particular pressure to kind of, I guess you can say, not necessarily prove yourself, but to make people say, hey, not only am I great behind the scenes, but I'm good in front of the camera. I'm good in front of the audience. Is there any pressure?
Yeah, of course there's pressure. You know what I mean? Like when you're in the limelight, there's always pressure. You know, because everybody. You know, everyone wants a private time, you know what I mean? But when you're in the limelight, there's no private time. You know, you always got people making comments, or you always got people asking, well, why did he do it like this? Or why does he dress like that? Or why is that song like this, you know? But it just comes with the territory, you know. I've been doing this for a long time, you know. I did my first record deal when I was 15 years old. The artist to compare me with would probably be Kanye.
Kanye.
You know what I mean?
Why, Kanye, you know, it's very interesting that you say that. Why do you say Kanye?
Because we both have kind of like the same personality in reference to like being creative.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can't really put us in a box. You know what I mean? I rap, I sing, I produce, I write. You know what I mean? I'm in the front of the camera, behind the camera. You know what I mean? I'm just a creative person, and I love people. You know what I'm saying? I love life, and so I never get bored with life. You know what I mean? I wouldn't probably be. I'm not as outspoken as Ye, but you know, I think Ye is the leader of a generation. You know what I'm saying? And I consider myself also a leader of a generation. You know, and I'm just very proud and appreciative of the opportunity to be able to, you know, be a spokesperson for my generation through music, internationally, you know, locally. You know what I'm saying? Just around the world. You know. You're gonna love me, baby. But I'm getting ready to get back on my pop game too. You know what I'm saying? Been in the studio with Rihanna, got some monsters on her.
Okay.
And you know, some things I can talk about, some things I can't. In reference to some other humongous pop artists that I'm working on. But it's just a lot of fun. There's a lot that's going on.
Okay. Now, moving forward at the same time, you know, you work with so many artists. Is there anybody yet you still are like anxious or excited or maybe, you know, thinking about working with in the near future that you haven't already worked with?
I'm always just excited to work on anything that's, you know, I'll tell you this. My man Mark Pitts, you know, shout out to my man Mark Pitts. He's my big brother. You know what I'm saying? Who's the president of Jive Records. He just let me hear this new artist he got. This little kid is 13 years old. His name is Javonne. Yo, he's absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm inspired when I get a chance to work with new artists that are just that exceptional. So that's why my life never really gets bored. You know what I mean? Because my friends always bring me opportunities to work on some kids that's just incredible. So it's gonna be an amazing year.
All right. And just finally, how do you, you get a lot of love, you get a lot of respect, but how do you deal with the criticism when it comes your way? I mean, obviously you mentioned that people have, why did he do that? How did he, why did he do it this way? Some had their own mixed reviews about Massive Attack and, oh, well, I heard Jamie Foxx wanted that, and why did it, so on and so forth. How do you deal with the criticism when it comes your way? What do you do? How do you react?
I mean, I'm definitely a sensitive guy, you know what I mean? I love hard. I'm a real dude, though, you know what I mean? So sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it affects you, you know what I mean? But you just have to, keep your head up and push forward. If I didn't have negativity, it wouldn't be no positivity, you know what I mean? So I love it all. I love all the comments and I love all the criticism because it just makes me stronger. Massive Attack was a monster regardless, you know what I'm saying? It was, when you're dealing with somebody that has a personality as big as Nicki Minaj, people have like an idea of what they want you to do. And she's just humongous, like mentally. She's on her own planet. You gotta give her what she wants, you know what I mean? And so we both felt really, really great about that record. That record was a statement. And she's just not a one answer to your question. You know what I mean? So you have to take her in intervals. And I will tell you that Massive Attack was just one step. When I think her album's coming out in November, something like that. So you all get a chance to see, just how creative she is. And I had a blast working with her. It was a success for us. The video was #1 on 106 Park forever. You know what I mean? Visually it was crazy. Shout out to my man Hype Williams who shot the video. It was stupid, you know what I mean?
All right.
Keep moving over here.
And of course we gotta go. So just quick question: if you can bring anybody's career back, if you've been an initiator in bringing people's career to the next level, who would you bring back that has been out of the market for a minute?
I probably would want to work with one of the DeBarges. You know what I mean? Man, I'm telling you, these guys crazy.
I think one of them's coming back, right?
El DeBarge,
yeah.
Man, you know what I'm saying? So I really would like to work with him if I could help him.
I'm sure that can happen.
Yeah, he's dope.
She get so many other bitches on my dick. She couldn't believe my ambiance. She loved the way I speak. She told me take 'em off. She know we